It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts as he's moved past 3,000 yards past.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. First carry for Najee Harris. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And taken down just shy of the 40. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild-card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping a foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown! A 77-yard punt return. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He gets it complete to Harris. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
Sometimes they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo. Usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hurts finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught by OBJ. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Harris running straight ahead. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. (10-0) the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. London about set to take over on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. A little juke. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. There he goes, right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the give, this is Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I didn't retain much as a former defensive back, but I do remember you don't tip the ball in the air. You either intercept it or knock it down. Otherwise, this is what happens.
Pains you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. The ball's tipped up, they come up and grab it and get a big play out of it.
Big play indeed. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Come on. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. He'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe get their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Hurts buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. Bryan Edwards, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Jared Goff, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dexter Lawrence in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And Hurts is intercepted. His third of the game. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Back to throw now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. He hit his first. Now this from 43. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll drop to throw.
And this one too low.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Hurts throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Harris is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bills take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 27-13. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage, finding room at midfield.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Holding. Offense.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And here come the Bills. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to him on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now here's a handoff out of the gun, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Take it in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Forced out to his left.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
And now here is another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 54 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Bills ready to take over.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing is Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurts.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's caught. Smith. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Holding. Offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time.
They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
Right to the air is Burrow.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Burrow's throw there caught by Gallup. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Burrow. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Burrow on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Dexter Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack.
Burrow.
And Jones has it over the middle.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Dean.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow got his tight end. That's complete. It's Dean.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now Jones. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Sony Michel, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards in the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
One of the best in the NFL in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker. He's got a man complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Second and 4. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Grant Calcaterra. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dean. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And Burrow going to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Dean. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two are connected with each other. They got real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Moore, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Dean. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back to throw again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Buying time to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Over the middle. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 17-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt.
London about set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown!
A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Black Knights would extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll begin up in the Meadowlands. Miami in town to take on the New York Football Giants. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. P.J. Walker throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, ends up getting the ball stripped.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. On third and short, they'll try option left. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to kick it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From midfield now, Burrow. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On second down, it's Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On third down, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks. to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll set up to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
2nd and 9 from the 44. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Gets around him.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow completes it to Aguilar. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And taken right at the 35. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Partner, I love the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
McPherson on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception.
navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you can sort of sense their dejection.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and 4. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
Pearson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Score.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was